Hey guys, Shadow976 here. Got another sampling video for you. These are 4 beers that were personally hand-delivered from my friend, well, a friend of the family. His name's Lukas, from the Czech Republic. That's where all 4 of these beers came from. So what I'm going to do is kind of like when I did those beers from Iceland. I'm just going to review one tonight, just come back with final thoughts on each one and cobble it all together. And we'll take a close look at the can on each beer because I love the detail on them. Alright, the first beer up is Krkadolovsky Piravar. I don't know. I can't do the accent. That's as close as I come. Before I even take a sip, I just wanted to show you this. Look, I thought I guess it's a lager, but look how dark that is. Maybe it's like a Schwarz beer. Alright, final thoughts on this beer. You know, I thought this was the name of the beer. This is actually the name of the brewery. C-E-R-N-E right here is the name of the beer, and it is a Schwarz beer. I looked it up on Beer Advocate. As far as the beer itself goes, it's okay. Not a whole lot of flavor here. It's very mild. I'd say it's probably deliberately mild. Little bit of biscuity malt in there. A little bit of sweetness. It reminds me of like a flat soda. That's kind of how it drinks too. Like it's totally flat and tepid, but it's not thin in the mouth. It's actually surprisingly medium. Goes down super smooth. Finishes pretty clean, so just easy drinkability, not a whole lot of flavor. That's okay. So I'm gonna give a 6 out of 10 to Krkadolovsky Piravar Kern. I don't know. Alright, second beer. This is the Gambliness Skrivela Sina. Look, it's, you know, really bubbly. I should have put this in a Pilsner glass, but the Boston Lager glass with the laser etching is giving it lots of bubbles. As for the beer, it reminds me a lot of those Icelandic beers I got. It's just a real plain, watery, light pale lager, Pilsner, or whatever. Sort of has that rubber glove kind of taste to it. You know, really bland. Slight sour, just really nothing to really like here. Sort of refreshing because it's so wet and watery. But you know, just kind of like the rubber glove kind of taste, and that's about it. It's not, you know, terrible or anything. I'm gonna give this beer a 3. All right, third beer. This is the Kozel 11 degree medium, made by Velko Popovici. And I believe Lukas said Svetli means light and Lizak means lager. So it's a light lager. Beer Advocate has it as a Czech Pilsner, so I put it in my Pilsner glass. You know, okay lacing on there. It's not as annoying as the Gambliness or whatever it was last night. This is a pretty typical Pilsner. It's extremely, well, not extremely, it's just bland. Like it doesn't, there's nothing offensive about it. No rubber glove taste, which is good. Nothing really to appreciate. I mean, I get like a touch of biscuity malt. Slight kind of sourdough kind of taste to it. But, you know, nothing really to appreciate here. It's not offensive. It's very watery. The drinkability on it is very high, though, which is good. So, but I'm still going to give this a thumbs down, just barely. I'm going to give a 4 for the Kozel, or however you pronounce it. Alright, fourth and last beer. This is the Staropramen Lizak, which means lager, I guess. This one is actually 5% ABV. See right there. Sorry, I can't read the rest of it. As for the beer itself, it's a little bit darker than the other 2 Pilsners. This is also a Czech Pilsner. You know, had a pretty decent head when I poured it. This one actually has a little bit more flavor and body than the other 2. It's a little thicker. Actually has some hop bitterness and like a, you know, like kind of like a touch of spiciness and like a tad, you know, biscuity malt flavor to it. You know, it tastes like pretty much any other macro lager without the adjunct flavor. Pretty crisp and clean, you know, pretty highly drinkable. Nothing about it that's like unique or, you know, tasty or anything. It's, you know, I'm actually rather indifferent to it. This is getting a 5, bordering on 4. It's you know, it's an, you know, average to below average beer. So I guess that about wraps it up for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews of the 4 Czech Republic beers. I like the first one the best, and this one is the best of the lagers. So thanks to Lukasz for the beers. Sorry I didn't, you know, really like any of them, but you know, I always appreciate it when people give me stuff to review that I can't get. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.